How would you say lifting has shifted your mentality over the last few years?
Oh. So, when I was younger, I always had that mentality where the world is always against me, in a way. Mm-hmm. So, it got changed both ways. So, one, when I was in military school, so that structure came in, because we were always doing the same thing every single time. So, it was the structure and the discipline that already came to me, in general. And now it's just the motivation, right? But motivation where I'm not seeking it through others, but through myself. Mm-hmm. So, when it came to the workout process, how it structured my mindset was no matter what I did, I would always have to just continuously push myself by myself. Like I said, I'm always an introverted person. So I don't ask other people for, the motivation and everything like that. That honestly just came after from the friends that I made throughout the time. But it just provided me just a sense of clarity of, you know what, the world's not against you at all. It's just how you perceive the world. So if you think that the world's against you, then that there's something wrong with you. What are you doing that is making you so mad at the world that you think that it's against you? And then as long as I figured out how to fix that, and I did, I really did, that was when I just knew, you know what? The world's not against me. The world's with me. But I was against myself the entire time. So as long as I'm able to push myself first and just achieve whatever I needed to achieve, either mentally wise or mental wise and physical wise, then I'm perfectly fine. So it just kind of made me more mature in a way, to easily put it in that.
It's kind of like constantly defeating that self-defeat. Like it's almost a self-fulfilling prophecy that people have when they say that the world is against them. Mm-hmm. And sometimes it's challenges that you have to leap across by yourself.
Yeah.
And most of the time, I think people see life coming at them with specific obstacles, but most of the time it's their own obstacles that they created up here.
Exactly.
And if, like lifting, when you lift so often, you always get those restrictions coming at you. Mm-hmm. Like, don't go do this. You're warm, you're comfortable, don't go to the gym.
Yeah.
Once you start overcoming those leaps and those obstacles, then that's when that starts to flow itself in. So I love that picture that you painted there.
Yeah, it's almost like that, like how I said before with the bulking when I was younger, where you have to get used to being uncomfortable. Yeah. Now I'm so used to it that I kind of try to find like the uncomfortable factor of whatever it is that life throws at me. Mm-hmm. So if I feel comfortable in a certain area, I know something's off, because no matter what, something has to be uncomfortable for you to learn. So that's the reason for me, at least. And yeah, that's something that I've been just going through since.
Would you say your comfort is most people's discomfort and your discomfort is most people's comfort?
Yep. Mm-hmm. So I kind of rewired myself, which probably doesn't sound unhealthy.
Probably, yeah. I should probably get checked out too. Yeah, it's such truth, man. It's so true. You put a lot of really good reels up sometimes too, where it's like the gym, you're at like 100. It shows like a little heartbeat at 100, and then it's 80, then it's 60, then it's 40, then it's 5.
Yeah.
But then you decide to get up and you decide to go to the gym, and then slowly but surely it starts to bring itself back up. Yeah. And that's such a beautiful picture that you paint so often. Can you explain that a little bit?
So when the thought process in that video, when I ended up making it, was to be more vague into it, where it wasn't just the gym in general. It was just finding something that you love to do. And obviously the stuff that I love to do is just working out. Yeah. It's my therapy. It's not even a hobby anymore. I go there to have my come down, to have my just sense of silence, even though I'm playing, music in my ears. Just not saying anything at all, and then doing whatever it is I love to do. And when you're away from the things that you love in general, obviously, like how I painted the picture on that, when you're away from the things that you love, you'll start losing that love factor in general. But once you go into that, love aspect to the person, or like for me, working out, going in there and just being able to do the things that I love, it'll come back up and it'll start rising more. And you start getting that motivation, you start getting that feeling of happiness and that feeling of satisfaction afterwards. So that was the picture that I was basically painting at that point.
Yeah. Because it's obviously bigger than just lifting out and cranking out some weights too. It's just overcoming a fact that you were feeling this way, but then you decided to do a bigger sort of courageous sort of thing.
Yeah.
And driving yourself, taking yourself, and working out too.
Exactly. Like I could have made that same video, right? Just doing whatever I'm doing in general where the heartbeat started going down, but then I could have just done boom with dancing or with cooking or with reading. Whatever it is that people just love doing in general, they're going to love doing that. They're going to enjoy it. So obviously, they're going to feel more uplifting in comparison to just being depressed all the time.
Yeah, exactly. That was the sneak peek with Nelson Lamb. But if you're also interested in other podcasts as well, check out the one right over here with Richard Colbert, another fitness coach, another fitness influencer, somebody who's doing a lot of great things related to fitness. And if you want to get into the best physical shape, but also elevate your mental health, elevate your mindset, this is the place to go. So check it out if you want some more. I'm waiting.